about the problems affecting Chennai South and why you think you resonate here.
See, the problems are much varied and enormous. It's very voluminous. The major problems I have noticed in this site is the water problem and the traffic condition. And all these sites, we have been visiting continuously the places wherein our dear fishermen people, their villages. So their problems are basic problems. They always want a fish market with modern facilities in the most accessible area. If at all a market already exists, they want it to be renovated. These are all the general things. But throughout the South Chennai constituency, what I have noticed is the lack of the flyovers, which has been neglected during this regime.
பெண்களுக்கும் குழந்தைகளுக்கும் நடக்கிற வன்முறை, do you think that has become an electoral issue?
இது ஒரு இடம் சார்ந்த பிரச்சனை, தேர்தல் சார்ந்த பிரச்சனை மட்டும் கிடையாது. இது பெண்கள் சார்ந்த பிரச்சனை. தெளிவாக தளபதி சொல்லியிருக்காரு. இது பொள்ளாச்சியில் நடந்ததுன்னா அந்த இடம் சார்ந்த பிரச்சனை கிடையாது. பொதுவாக பெண்களுக்கு அவர்கள் எங்கெங்கெல்லாம் துன்புறுத்தப்படுகிறார்கள் என்பதை சொல்லுகின்ற பிரச்சனை. திமுக கழகம் தேர்தலுக்காக மட்டும் விஷயங்களை முன்னெடுப்பது கிடையாது. பெண்களுக்காக தொடர்ந்து எங்கெங்கே அவர்களுக்கு அவமானம் நடக்கிறதோ அல்லது இன்னல்கள் ஏற்படுகிறதோ அங்கெல்லாம் சென்று குரல் கொடுக்கின்ற விஷயம்தான். So we don't just burst the issue or make it out of proportion just because for the elections. இப்படித்தான் இருக்கு. இப்போ it is very clearly the Supreme Court has clearly stated that nothing should be said about the identity, the name or the details of the complainant of a girl or a woman. But the district SP has done it when the FIR is filed. And the state minister defends him, saying that he has done it ignorantly.
But one of the biggest criticisms has been that in the largest women's movement that's happened in the past 2 years, the Me Too movement, the DMK has failed to condemn and come out strongly against people, especially, you being from the literary community, against Mr. Vairamuthu. How do you respond?
No, these are all false allegations. Wherever it has come out, see, he has openly stated that people can go to court. And if it is proved, definitely, there's nothing wrong in that. Always, not only me, our leader has always come out in support of women. For example, the recent issue also. So the false allegations, you just go and look out the past dated newspaper statements by our party leaders or by our forefront leaders. Whenever there is an issue like this, definitely we have voiced our strong opinion. Our dear parliamentarian Kanimoli has strongly, stood for the cause of women. So these are all, I think, it's all shallow false allegations. We have actually given our very strong voice against whatever atrocities committed against women. Federalism is a word unknown to the existing government. It just says yes, yes, yes to whatever the center says. But our DMK government, for example, our dear Kalaignar was the first person. நாங்கள் உரிமைக்கு குரல் கொடுப்போம், உறவுக்கு கை கொடுப்போம். The federation thing, the rights of the Tamil people should be ensured, was and is the current and always will be the policy of DMK government. Whatever the issues of government, for example, even in the recent DMK manifesto, our DMK chief, respected Thalapathy, has announced that in the existing central government offices, Tamil will be made as the co-official language. So you can see that we will always respect the central government, but whenever there is a need to give a voice for the Tamilians' need as well as their rights, DMK, particularly the members, 40 members of the parliamentarians, when elected, will be giving a very stern, firm voice for the welfare of the Tamil Nadu people.
South Chennai South constituency is particularly the hub of the IT industry in Tamil Nadu, in Chennai. And we've seen this resurgence of Tamil nationalism, especially among that segment of the population. How do you view your odds against these?
See, you must be familiar with Peraringer Anna, the founder of our party. When he need to decide a name for our party, he has named our party as Dravida Munnetra Kazhagam, not Dravidar Munnetra Kazhagam. There is a reason for that. It doesn't mean that only, Dravidians should live in this land. This land is for everybody. anybody can come and live in this land, but people have to be understanding and coexist with the Tamilian rights and welfare. திராவிட நாடுன்னு பேர் வைக்காம திராவிடர் நாடுன்னு வைக்காம திராவிடர் முன்னேற்ற கழகம் ஏன்னு வச்சாங்கன்னா அப்படி வச்சா திராவிடர்கள் மட்டும்தான் இங்கே இருக்கணும்னு அர்த்தம் வந்துடும். அப்படி கிடையாது. எந்த இனத்தவரும் எந்த மதத்தினரும் எல்லாரும் இங்கே இருக்கலாம் தமிழ்நாட்டில். அதில் பிரச்சனையே கிடையாது. தமிழர்களுடைய நலனோடையும் தமிழர்களுடைய அந்த வாழ்வை பண்பாட்டையும் சேர்ந்து அனுசரிச்சுட்டு போகிற நம்பிக்கை இருக்கிற எல்லாருமே இருக்கலாம். So we don't believe in, like segmenting. My name, Tamilachi. I believe in Tamil ideology. I believe in Tamil identity, Tamil culture. It is very important to me. But that doesn't mean that I antagonize with other sections of the people. I believe that all sections of the people, irrespective of their creed, culture, religious practices, whatever it is, we have to coexist peacefully. And that is the agenda of our DMK party, which our forerunners have clearly stated, right from Peraringer Anna, our Dr. Kallinger and our Talabadi. That's the clear agenda. Everybody has a space to live peacefully with all their beliefs.
With the blessings of our great leader Purachi Thalaiva, for the past 5 years as a parliamentarian, I have raised several issues concerning our state Tamil Nadu, as well as for our entire holistic development of our country, and as well as for the rights of my constituency, rights of our state, and for several developmental projects, infrastructure projects pertaining to my constituency. So railways, if you take railway sector, all railway stations have been provided the adequate funds from the central government for new foot-over bridges and double discharge platforms. This is all because I met the Honorable Railway Minister several times and raised the issue in Parliament. Whereas for flood mitigation programs, around 2,800 crores worth of project has been sanctioned to my constituency and it is under implementation in several phases. For solid waste management, around 1,200 crores worth of project has been sanctioned for my constituency, through which solid waste management within a period of 2 to 3 years, there wouldn't be any problem where the garbage will be segregated in several places, because the entire system would be taken care of by the 1,200 crores project.
So you have an impressive record as a parliamentarian. You've raised more than 816 questions in Parliament. You've taken part in a number of debates, and your attendance is 84%, which is well above the state and national average. But do you think there is a problem with the MP Lads funds not being sufficient, and do you think that it's enough to spend, and how have you spent?
So through MPLAD funds, we are able to provide needy infrastructure requirements that are there in the constituency. So MGR Nagar in Virugambakam, I had provided 1 crore, through which 6 classrooms plus science lab has been put, and Perungudi I have allocated 1 crore, through which already through 50 lakhs new building block, educational block has been created. Another 50 lakhs the work is under progress. Nanbangam, I was able to provide funds for school building infrastructure, around 30 lakhs, and Votimbakam, one of the villages in my constituency, around 40 lakhs of my funds and 1.4 crores of the Tamil Nadu government, through which we were able to make sure that the weir is constructed for the Votimbakam lake, so that the farmers in the Votimbakam area, who are dependent on the Votimbakam lake, they had a problem because the weir was broken during the Varda season, and then now it is getting replaced because of fund allocation. And
so you mentioned the Palikarnai marshland just now, and this is an issue that you've raised in Parliament as well. But recently we saw these private tankers take advantage of the Palikarnai marshland, which has been an ongoing issue. So how do you see this, and what do you think is the solution that can be?
Palikarnai marshland needs to be preserved. There is a dumping yard called the Perungudi dumping yard, which is close to the Palikarnai marshland. So this is all a solid waste management issue, and what we have done is that 1,200 crores of solid waste management, we are going to create a lot of compost yards, through which if there is 100% garbage which is going to go to the Palikarnai dump yard, now it will be around 75% when the project gets completed in 2 to 3 years. Through Parliament raising the issue, as well as meeting the Honorable Forest Minister, we are able to get around year-on-year basis around 2 crores from the centre as well as from the state government, equal in proportion 50-50 basis, through which removing of unwanted weeds, establishing compound wall and other developmental activities in the Pallikaranai Marshal to preserve it have been undertaken. So it is all a comprehensive solid waste as well as water waste management course which is under implementation.
One of the criticisms that your party has faced is that, this constant walking outs that have been happening in Parliament over, the various issues, whether it was Kaveri, whether it was Mekadatu. Do you think that, this is a problem? If you keep walking out, then, who will stand there and fight for the state?
No, the issue is that when it comes to our right, we should make a clear stand and raise our opinion in Parliament. When it came to Kaveri Water Regulating Committee Authority, which needed to be established, and Kaveri Melanmai Aanayam, which needed to be established, we had raised the issue in Parliament. We had staged protest for early implementation of these two bodies, and in that way we have staged walkout as well as caused stalling of the Parliament. But this is all a necessary step where we get our rights done.
So, but the criticism is that, this may be happening at the behest of the BJP. So how do you respond to that?
No, any issue with regard to our state, our party AIADMK, we care about the rights of peoples of Tamil Nadu. If you look at DMK and Congress, 2007, the Kaveri final order, the tribunal order, wasn't published in the gazettes. Congress was at the centre, DMK was at the state, and with the DMK MPs only, Congress was at the centre at the mercy of them. They didn't take any action regarding it. 2009, our Sri Lankan Tamils, 1.5 lakh of people of them were killed, who were providing training to the Sri Lankan Navy as well as the army. It was the Indian government, Congress government. So people of Tamil Nadu are well aware about the Congress as well as the DMK, and that is why 2011 they were sidelined, 2014 they were sidelined, 2016 they were sidelined, so 2019 also they would be sidelined.